chair is always dressed.
Good afternoon. The County Commission meeting of the preliminary budget hearing will please come to order. This is a 5:01 meeting, and we have Stan Bollinger, our planning director, and having the invocation, and I will lead the pledge. Please stand.
Let's pray. Lord God, first of all, we want to thank you this evening for your faithfulness. Good times, bad times, uncertain times, everything in between. You are faithful, and we're grateful for that. We ask that you would enable us to be faithful with what you have provided, things now that the board will decide to provide for the common good and for needs. We ask for your wisdom for them, Lord, and we also ask for wisdom and abilities and integrity of all those who will carry out the things that are put forward through the budget that they're looking at this evening. We know it affects lives and it changes things, and we ask that all that it does will be for your good. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Amen. Please join me in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have our budget overview by Joe Baird, please.
Yes. The proposed budget for the 2008-2009 fiscal year is $289,650,399. This is about $175 million lower than the current year, or 37%. In this proposed budget, we're proposing to tax $5.2 million less in ad valorem taxes than we did in the current year, or 6.3%. We're also going to have to meet this goal, we are going to have to decrease the positions by 85 full-time positions, 74 which are under the Board of County Commissioners control, and 11 under constitutional officers. Even though we've had a major reduction in the overall expenses, there was a new accounting requirement which made us account for employee benefits, which is we give retirement and health insurance, and that has increased the expenses in this budget by $2.7 million. We've also had increases, even though with the reduction of about $170,000 in estimated electrical costs. The positions we eliminated accounted for about a $4.7 million reduction. Fuel costs are up about $620,000. We reduced travel expenses in excess of $100,000. In addition to all of this, after we set our millage back in July, our proposed millage, the state has revised their estimates and reduced our half-cent sales tax and our state revenue sharing. Half-cent sales tax, it decreased after we set the millage, $406,000, or 5.1%. They decreased state revenue sharing by 5.5%, or $158,000. Our tax roll was also down by 5.6%, and we had another decrease due to Amendment 1 of 4.9% of our taxing funds. Also, with the economy and our interest earnings, we're looking at having a $1.2 million reduction in interest earnings. So this has been a very challenging budget to put together, and we've been able to do so. We feel we have to come in with a budget like this due to our economic environment and the national economic environment. And that's a summary of the overall budget. If you'd like, I'll go straight into the general fund. In the general fund, we are proposing a millage of 3.0689, which is 6.7% below rollback. And the reason we had to go so far below rollback this year is because rollback is really a roll-up millage with a decrease in the tax roll. The current year millage was 3.2885. The proposed overall budget is $82,016,250, which is about $2.8 million less than the current year in the general fund. In the general fund, there's a reduction of 26 full-time positions, 15 are Board of County Commissioners, and 11 are constitutionals. By eliminating the existing positions, which eliminating positions didn't mean we laid all those people off. Majority of those positions were vacant. We kept vacant positions throughout the year, so I don't want to alarm our employees. Eliminating positions accounted for about a $1.3 million savings. Our ad valorem taxes in the general fund were down about $2.3 million. Due to the decline in values, we lost about 1.9 in revenue in ad valorem taxes. The funding required under the new accounting for employee benefit, retirement benefits, increased our expenses in the general fund 1.5 million. So as you can tell with all these that we were still able to come in with a reduction.
Thank you. I'll open for a public hearing. Anyone from the public wish to speak on this, please? Good afternoon. Name and address for the record, please.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Harry Hall, Comptroller, Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Raymond. Oops. I'll go back to that.
Okay, that's enough.
Harry, you myself, don't make that mistake today, and then I did. Seriously, Sheriff Raymond couldn't be here today. He's because of the storms. He's needed over at the Emergency Operating Center, but he asked me to be here to be available for any questions the commissioners may have. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else like to speak? If not, I'll close the public hearing.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
motion to approve a proposed millage rate of 3.0689 at a 6.68% rollback. Proposed budget for $82,016,250.
May I have a second?
Second, Madam Chair.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously. Thank you. MSTU.
The next fund is MSTU, which everyone pays that lives in the unincorporated area of the county or if they do not live in the city. The proposed millage rate is 1.0804, which is 9% below the rollback millage. There is no change from the current millage. The proposed budget in the MSTU is $29,125,672. In the current year, it's $30,168,918, roughly $1 million reduction. The majority of the decrease in this is due to transfers out to both the sheriff's budget and to our road and bridge. We have a big transfer out to our road and bridge department, and that accounted for roughly a $508,000 reduction. In this budget, we've had obviously a reduction in the half-cent sales tax revenue of about $700,000. Our state revenue sharing revenue dropped $290,000 or 15%. Our franchise revenue fees were able to increase by $432,000. The overall tax roll for this budget also decreased 6%. So that's just a summary of the entire MSTU budget.
Thank you. I'd like to open for the public hearing. Anyone like to speak from the public? If not, I'll close the public hearing. I'll accept a motion, please.
Madam Chair, make a motion to approve the tentative millage rate of 1.0804 for the MSTU.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to adopt the tentative budget of $29,125,672 for the MSTU.
May I have a second?
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Passes 4-0. Thank you. Transportation Fund.
Yes, the transportation fund is not a taxing fund. However, it does derive 70% of its revenue from transfers from the taxing funds. The proposed budget is $16,306,066. That is a reduction of $1.2 million in the current year. The transportation budget includes our public works, traffic engineering, road and bridge, land acquisition, and stormwater departments. We have eliminated 12 positions in the road and bridge budget. In engineering, we have eliminated 9 full-time positions. In traffic engineering, we've eliminated 3 full-time positions. And in the stormwater, we've eliminated 2 full-time positions. So this staff reduction has accounted for about a $1.4 million reduction in expenses. So that's a summary of what we had to do to get where we are in that transportation budget.
Thank you. I'd like to open it to the public. Anyone in the public like to speak? Seeing none, I close it. May I have a motion?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I move to approve the tentative budget of $16,306,066.
May I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Passes. Thank you. Emergency Services District?
Yes, the Emergency Service District are proposing a millage rate of 1.7148. That's 9.7% below the current level. The current, 9.7 below rollback. The proposed Emergency Service District budget is $28,501,218. The current year, it's $34,373,717. This is a $5,872,499 decrease. I'd like to point out that the majority of this decrease is due to capital improvements that we had to do to bring our stations up to date after the hurricane, so it's not an operating decrease. In this budget, we did eliminate 1 position, and that was a delivery person that was vacant. Other than that, we did not reduce any of our fire or paramedic positions. Amendment 1 reduced our revenue by about $1.4 million in this budget. About $4 million of the reduction, once again, was due to capital improvements in the stations. We've also have an increase in the annual cost due to manning stations 6 and 11 on a full year. We did it middle of the year this year. That's about $230,000 increase. So that's kind of a summary of all the big items that account for the changes in this budget.
Thank you. Anyone like to speak to this item? If not, I close the public hearing. May I have a motion?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I'd like to propose the Emergency Service District proposed millage at 1.7148 and a 9.69% rollback. The proposed budget is $28,501,218.
May I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Passes 4-0. Thank you. Environmentally sensitive land acquisition?
Yes, our proposed millage is .1357.
We did the budget and the millage at the same time.
Yes, we did that one at the same time. Is that
That'd be appropriate.
That's okay. Thanks.
The environmentally sensitive land acquisition bond budget, this is basically to cover the principal and interest outstanding on the $11 million land acquisition bonds, Series 2001, and the $7.8 million land acquisition bonds, Series 2003. The proposed millage is .1357. The proposed budget is $2,428,658. Rollback does not apply because it's a GO bond issue, and you do a budget that will cover your debt service. It's simply covering your debt service.
Thank you. Anyone from the public wish to speak? Seeing none, I close the public hearing. May I have a motion?
Madam Chair, move to adopt the tentative millage rate of 0.1357 and a tentative budget amount of $2,428,658. $658.
Thank you. May I have a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Passes 4-0. Land acquisition bond, 2004 referendum.
Yes, this is to cover the outstanding principal and interest on the $48,600,000 GO general obligation bonds. The proposed bond millage is .2863. The proposed budget is $4,797,340.
Thank you. I open it to the public. Anyone wish to speak? Seeing none, close the public hearing. May I have a motion?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I move to approve the tentative budget of $4,797,340.
Thank you. May I have a second?
Second.
Second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Passes 4-0.
I guess we need to approve the millage now.
Okay, you can
That's
do it that
correct.
way.
All right, move to approve the millage of .2863.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Passes again, 4-0. Aggregate.
Yes, you don't have to vote on this, but it's required under the law to announce the aggregate millage. It's a benchmark millage rate. No one in the county actually pays this millage rate. It's an averaging of all the taxing funds that fall under the Board of County Commissioners. The aggregate proposed millage is 5.1628, and it is 8% below rollback.
Good.
Madam Chair, if I could just make a real quick comment. Joe or Jason, I think I had seen an email a few weeks ago that if all the other counties adopt their proposed budget as they presented in their early workshops, our millage rate for the general fund will be one of the lowest in the state, or the lowest. Is that still?
Yes, it will be the lowest. We've been the second lowest in the state for the last couple of years, with Monroe County being lower than us. However, they've had some budget difficulties, and they are actually having to increase their millage slightly this year. So if they adopt that tentative millage, we expect to have the lowest general fund millage out of the 67 counties.
Good. Thank you.
Point, we're the cusp of being number one.
That's right.
Thank you.
Solid Waste Disposal District.
Yes, in the solid waste disposal district, this is a per parcel acre charge. The proposed residential waste generation unit charge is $40.94. It's a decrease of 7%. The proposed commercial waste generation unit charge is $28.32. It's a decrease of 5.16%. And the readiness to use fee will be $17.41, and that's a 7.74% decrease. The proposed budget is $11,621,986. In this budget, we're eliminating 2 full-time positions, and that's basically the highlight of this budget.
Thank you. Anyone from the public wish to speak to this item? Seeing none, close the public hearing.
Mr. Baird, if I could just ask a quick question. Did you get an answer to the email that I received?
They were looking into it because they didn't know. It said an assessment charge. First of all, we're going to see if it's ours, if it belongs to, it might be ours but not belong to solid waste, but we will definitely be getting back with you and the individual that emailed you.
Okay.
I sent it to Eric as soon as you called me.
Okay, thank you. I'll forward that to the commissioners for no response, but just to give you a heads up on what the email was about.
Next, we have the,
You need to adopt. We have to adopt the tentative non-ad valorem.
Madam Chair, I'd like to move that we adopt the tentative non-ad valorem assessment rates of $40.94 per residential waste generation unit, $28.32 per commercial waste generation unit, a readiness to use fee of $17.41, and a tentative budget amount of $11,621,986.
And I'll
Thank
second
you. May I have a
that.
second?
Second.
And I do. All those in favor?
Aye.
Passes 4-0. Non-ad valorem assessment charges, please.
yes, these non-ad valorem assessment charges are all per parcel acre charges. In other words, you get one for a house or anything under an acre is 1 unit, anything over an acre, if it was between 1 and 2, it'd be 2, and goes on like that. Let me announce all the per parcel acre charges. Clear Lake Estates is $19. Gifford Stormwater is $15. Gifford Street Lighting is $25. Laurelwood Street Lighting is $18. The rest are all street lighting districts. Rock Ridge, $10. Vero Highlands, $23. Porpoise Point, $13. Laurel Court, $27. Terra Linda, $23. Vera Shores, $21. Exora Park, $19. Rural Ponciana, $28. Roseland Road, $1.50. Whispering Pines, $18. The Moorings, $12. Walker's Glen, $24. Glendale Lakes, $40. Floralton Beach, $38. West Wabasso, $21. And of all these, there's only 4 districts that there was an increase, and it's just simply to cover their costs for their street lights, and those would be increases from FP&L or whoever their electric provider is. And there, Gifford went to 25 from 21 in the current year. That's $4. Laurel Court went to 27 from $25, which is a $2 increase. Glendale Lakes went to $40 from $38, and that's a $2 increase. And for Floralton Beach went to $38 from $29, which is a $9 increase.
Thank you. Any public input? Seeing none, I close the public hearing. I'll have a motion, please.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve the proposed charge for each of the non-ad valorem assessment districts, item 1 through 19, aforementioned.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Passes 4-0.
Next, we have the Housing Authority budget. The proposed budget is $141,470. That's a decrease of $21,331 from the current year. That's just simply housing. That's our Housing Authority. It's a federal agency, so we have to have a separate announcement. And we just need a motion.
You want to do these individually or all at once?
Housing Authority is the only one I have to do individually.
Madam Chair, I move to approve the proposed budget for the Housing Authority of $141,470.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Passes 4-0.
Can we do 2 through 6 collectively?
You going to go over 2 through 6?
Yes, Joe?
Yes. The next budget is a special revenue funds. That's $24,808,453. Other debt service funds are $1,239,633. Capital project budgets $12,973,749. Enterprise funds $49,451,188. Internal service funds $26,238,716.
Anyone from the public wish to speak on these amounts? Seeing none, I close.
Madam Chair, I just have a confirmation.
No.
I'm sorry.
I close the public hearing. Yes.
We did move the shooting range out of enterprise funds, and that is now parked in recreation. Is that correct, Jason?
We did make that change between the budget workshop, and now we moved it to the MSDU fund. Yes.
Okay. Good.
Okay, you have a motion?
Madam Chair, I move to adopt the tentative budgets for items 2 through 6 as presented.
Second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Passes 4-0. The time and place for the final budget hearing, Joe, please?
Yes, the final budget hearing will be held at 5:01 p.m. on Wednesday, September 10th, 2008, at the County Administration Building, Commission Chambers, at 1801 27th Street, Vero Beach, Florida, right here where we're sitting.
Thank you very much. There being no further business, this meeting is adjourned.